Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of South of the Circle running on PlayStation 5.
It's so much better at night, don't you think?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I saw them setting up this afternoon. It was all chaos and scaffolding, but now it's more, I don't know, exciting, I suppose. Not just all that. This. You realize this is a big occasion, don't you? It's the first time you've taken me out, Dr. Hamilton.
No.
At night, in public. Not working, not hiding a wee anywhere. We're out courting.
Cuddly toy?
Oh, you know me so well. Go on then, boys and their toys.
Watch this.
Good grief, what are you doing?
As you said, courting.
Are you now?
10 shots, sir. There you go. Knock down all the cans, the bear's yours. Or more likely yours.
I think this one's more for him.
Not many men can do what I'm about to do.
And you have good aim, do you? My knight in shining armor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I always thought I'd be good in the army.
If only books hadn't gotten in the way. Go on then, prove yourself, army man.
Oh, you gotta hold it? Well, really?
Well now, maybe I had you all wrong. You really don't need to prove anything.
That's it, my lad. Only another 5 of them. We'll make a soldier of you yet, Pete, my boy.
What is this? Is this my fantasy? Oh, yeah, this is... His dad talking to him, I guess? Shooting little army men.
Now, what's he up to, cheeky little bugger? Spoiling our game. Go on, see if you can get him.
I'm gonna shoot the bird. What are you, crazy?
Ah! Missed him.
Of course I missed him, you weirdo.
That's enough, I think.
What's the matter, Peter?
I'm fine. Clara?
Where'd you go, Clara? You low standards girl. You had to be low standards in dating a wuss like me. But at the same time, you know, I'm glad they've picked like a realistic kind of main character. Not a gung ho type. He's just a nerd. You know, a meteorological nerd. Oh, are we back to present day? Oh, great.
Radiation. My God, what's going on here?
So that was the no man's land. Storing some radioactive material. That's a really great soundtrack. Appropriately creepy atmosphere. Can't go into any of those other buildings, so yeah, just got a straight path. No, I can't go in here? No?
Floyd, are you there?
We're at 82 south.
Peter. Thank God. Tell me some good news.
Oh, not yet, Floyd, I'm sorry. There was barely any fuel. I've walked all this way.
Are you all right, Peter? Where are you?
I'm alive. I'm just very cold. I don't know what this place is. It wasn't on the map. Another base. Lots of big machines.
Another base? Are there any people there?
There were lots at the fun fair. Clara was there.
What the hell? Mate, are you keeping it together?
Yeah, no, there was no one. Just a mine, a radioactive symbol.
A mine? God, where the hell are we? Can you see anything else?
Floyd, I can see the ship at last. Mountains, bay, ship, like we said.
You can see it? You can see the Norwegian ship?
I can. I can see it on the far side of the water. And there's a boat. A small boat on this side.
Okay, so that's something. Do you think you can use it to get across?
It might just kill me, but what else can I do? Except stay here.
Yeah, and that'll kill you too. You don't want to give up this close to the finish line. I'm counting on you.
We're going to die out here.
Peter, please listen to me. You know where you are now. This is the last push. You've made it this far. I know you can do it. Hello?
I'm here. I can do it. I just need to warm up.
No. If you hang around, we've got a problem, mate. There's a storm coming your way. I know because I'm in the thick of it now. You don't want to get caught out on the water when the weather hits. Look, I know you're tired, Peter. But if you don't get moving now, you'll never cross the water. Who knows when the storm will clear? You've got to leave now.
Floyd, I can't.
You can. You have to. Please, Peter. I don't want to die here.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes. I'm ready.
Go on, mate. Go! Get out of there, come on!
Peter, good to see you at last. You look well.
We were just talking about you, old chap.
Here. Got the first round in to celebrate.
Celebrate?
Heard the paper's going shockingly well at last.
It is, thank you.
John, your eminent professor, mentioned it. Gather you showed him an early copy.
Word spreads when something's good, that's all.
Never seen the man so delighted. So, I propose a toast. To Peter.
To Peter.
To me?
May this be one foot inside the club. So all in all, I hear it's been a very productive summer. Got everything you wanted in Scotland.
It's an inspiring place, yes. Very beautiful.
Oh, she is. She is.
What are you talking about?
My hands are clean. I just mentioned Clara.
That was it. Clara, good man, Peter. Like I said, inspiration.
Sorry, shouldn't I have said anything?
Oh, of course not. It's not a secret. She's been helping.
Helping? Well, bit of note-taking here and there, filing.
That kind of thing. A lot of writing, too.
Oh, I thought it was more, assisting than writing.
No, she's done a lot on it now. Changed the focus of it a little, too.
Oh, I see. So wouldn't that make it a joint paper?
Sam, I think we all know that Peter is the real professor in waiting here. And I think he knows better than anyone how much he put into it and who wrote what. Isn't that right, Peter?
Of course.
And he's well aware his chances of promotion would be considerably lower if he'd only done half the work in collaboration.
Of course I'm aware. Of course.
Fine.
Collaboration isn't a bad thing.
No, I agree.
Unless, of course, you're that girl Molly, collaborating with the communists.
I think the word you're looking for is collusion.
Well, didn't work out too well for her either way. Shame, really. I'd have happily colluded with her.
Joe.
Ah, you're right. You're right. Too complicated. I prefer things with fewer strings attached. Having the KGB and MI5 watching through the curtains, that would really put me off.
She did make herself rather visible. Has anyone heard from her since?
Well, she hasn't come back for the start of term yet, apparently. Beyond that, who knows? A vanishing lecturer.
Someone must know something.
You're not worried, are you? You've got no secrets to hide?
Not anymore, thanks to Sam.
Sorry, old chap. It's all water under the bridge. New term, things will have settled down. Fresh start and all that.
My thoughts exactly. New term, new students. Speaking of which, what do you think of those two over there?
Them? Very nice, I'm sure.
Very nice.
Hold this, will you?
Are you leaving us?
Don't be so possessive, Peter. What are you, the wife? It's like you said, Sam. Never too late for a fresh start. I meant what I said. Hearty congratulations on the paper. You always had that passion, much more than the rest of us. And this sounds like that old conundrum, women or work. Just don't forget your years of struggle. Don't miss this opportunity now. Wouldn't want you missing out on what you deserve.
All right, Joe. You've made your point.
Right. I'm off to get what I deserve. Don't wait up, chaps.
You're a disgrace, Joe.
Absolutely shocking.
He keeps doing that, doesn't he?
How does he keep doing it and getting away with it?
Yeah, I kind of like productions like this because you would normally only see a story like this produced if it was, a low budget indie production, and even then, you may not have anyone that would be that would okay the production of this. So this is sort of a way to bring a personal story in
Come on, Pete, pay attention. Heading
in a new format.
Again, that's your problem. Pick up the oars and row like I told you. Faster than that, son. I want to keep them both in time.
Doing my best.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. And try and keep your weight in the middle, too. You don't want to tip us in. What a wonderful start of the holiday that would be.
Do you want to help?
No, this is a test of your listening, son, and trying to work things out for yourself. How'd you learn if I did everything for you, eh?
I didn't mean do it all, just take an oar, maybe.
Well, say I did, and you could only work one oar, then where would we be? We'd be going round in circles. Oh, now, look, there's a strong current coming up. It's a good test, son. Now, remember what I taught you, and this won't be a problem. Keep her straight and true. Strong arms. I said strong. No, 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 no!
Trying.
That side, harder on the port side.
Help!
Jesus, Pete, that one!
Man, how do I even do this?
Give it here! Give it here! Go, you get back there, I'll do it. I knew you weren't made for this.
Maybe you're right.
Come on. Prove you can go the rest of the way. Current's not as strong now. Now, here you go. I have done my best, Pete. Whatever you do in life, you can't expect anyone to do things for you. My experience. I won't always be here to help.
You don't sound very helpful at all, Dad.
When you've got to prove you can do something by yourself.
No, I can't control how badly he does it.
Ahoy! Good row, Captain Hamilton.
Oh, get me away from this thing. It looks calm out there, but it's rougher than you think.
Oh, it does look nice and calm, you're right.
It's the current. Can't you see it?
It's very nasty ripples. It's practically a storm surge.
I think if the wind had been in another direction...
Oh, come here. Don't you know me at all by now? Come on, let's walk.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I've got used to being this relaxed. What's it going to be like getting back to college, having to smarten ourselves up? I really like you like this. It's nice. Remember when we met on that train and you're so self-conscious about your tie?
Oh, I remember. Seems silly now, eh? I remember you struggling with the suitcase.
So, do you want the good news?
Absolutely.
While you're out, I checked with the hotel and they said we could stay another night. And I thought, why not? Extend this holiday as long as we can. Extend the celebration.
Celebration?
Oh, you know, the summer of work. The fact that it's practically all done now. And perhaps we could celebrate us, too.
Us? Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Mr. Absolutely Hamilton.
Oh, stop it. I don't say it like that.
You do, then that's fine.
Ready to go home soon?
Not in the slightest. Oh, so pretty. Oh, look at these houses. Oh, if I had found someone I could row with, perhaps I could be living here.
Oh, really?
I can row.
Well, that's good, because I think I might be in love.
Oh? Me too.
Well, those two houses up on the cliff, look. Oh, which one should we have, the red or the blue?
It's tricky. Why not both?
Oh, go on, pick one.
Blue.
Okay, blue.
My choice exactly.
Oh, almost like I knew what you were gonna say.
Well, either house looks big enough for me. Maybe more than me one day.
Kids.
Family.
Well, like I said, one day.
Oh, I don't want them. Okay.
What about your work? Wouldn't you want to finish that first?
Well, finish work before I settle down, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love my work. You know I do. I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I don't see why it has to be one or the other. Would you give up work to have children?
That's a good point.
I would. I really would.
Well, I think the thing is, I wouldn't expect a man to give it all up. Not if he really loved his work. So why does the rest of the world think that we should give it all up? I keep thinking about all these bright young women I'm teaching, and I'm scared. I'm scared that despite all they've achieved, despite the fact that they're walking out into the world with a degree from Cambridge, the first thing they'll be asked is, how fast can you type?
Don't be so pessimistic.
It's not pessimism, I see it. Even the jobs they get, they're not expected to keep once they've had children. All it needs is people to stand up to it.
Sure.
Oh, you're right. I think women have every right to stake their claim.
Not
It's
a
true.
woman this time. Women have been making a stand, throwing themselves under horses since the suffragettes. We need men to start fighting for it.
You can count on me.
I hope you do make a stand. Won't become part of all that. It's not easy, you know. A lot of people are still living in the dark ages about all this. Your professor, for one, I'll bet.
Yeah, probably.
You're probably right there.
He doesn't know about any of this, does he?
No.
This work?
Exactly. The work we've done. You will tell him, won't you?
Yeah, sure.
Of course I will. I'll go straight to his office as soon as we're back.
You promised me that.
I mean, no.
Promise you that.
Good.
No, I don't have a choice.
Happy?
Happy. You?
Very.
SS Lumi. Okay, is there anyone here? Is this also abandoned?
Peter, marvelous to see you. Do come in. Take a seat. I have to say, I'm delighted.
Thanks.
You read the final draft?
Of course, all the salient points. I must say it's very impressive.
You think so? Thank you.
Not at all. It's your work. I think the direction you took it gave it something of real value. Well, as I say, quite apart from the climate side of things, the method you developed to track radiation, I can see it having far-reaching implications, and not just in your own field. It's marvelous.
I'm glad you think so.
First-rate piece of work. First-rate. This other name on here, Dr. Clara McKirick, I presume we can drop that.
Drop it. Why would I do that?
Oh, well, I understand you probably had some little research assistants, but, well, we all have secretaries. we just don't usually put the name on the front cover of the paper.
Yeah. Clara did more than a little research.
Really? Oh, well, I see. Tell me, have you seen your friend Joseph recently, Samuel?
I have.
Doing so well in their new positions. I would dearly love to see the same for you, Peter. And more for you, in fact.
Well, thank you.
It will be so well deserved after all these years, especially after the risk I took.
Risk?
A boy from a grammar school, first in his family to make it to university, you know what I'm saying. It's been really wonderful to give you this opportunity. I just hate you to throw it away by misattributing your own hard work. That's for whatever reasons you might have.
I appreciate your concern, but Clara is responsible for the work on this too.
Well, as I say, it really is very good, and I'm not the only one who thinks so.
You've given it to someone else already.
I knew a few who I thought might be interested. I thought you'd be pleased. In fact, I think you might want to prepare yourself for being the center of attention for a little while. I'm sure you would be able to cope, but I think it's perhaps not quite the sort of thing you'd like to foist on a young woman's shoulders.
I see. And okay to foist upon a man's, of course.
Quite. And I've no doubt you'd be up to the challenge yourself. With this name on here, there is a good chance it will cause problems.
I'm sure I could handle them.
This isn't all about you, I'm afraid. There could be problems for everyone. Clara was close with Molly Shannon, wasn't she? The one suspected of being a communist spy.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Well, it's true. How close they were is the real question. Clara joined Molly on that anti-British protest march, I hear.
People are saying Clara's a spy now.
Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's started digging. Yet. A lot of people, very important people, believe you are either with this country or against it. Some of the benefactors of this college, for example. My father used to call this university one of the greatest contributions Britain has made to the world. I would agree with that. Wouldn't you?
One of the greatest. Really? Well, it does some great work.
It does. I'd hate to be the one to undermine it. The affair with this Cambridge 4 business has been bad enough. We can't change the past, Peter. But we can learn from it. Before we fool ourselves into remembering it too kindly. And with this name on here, the associations one might make. You see what I'm saying?
I see. But I really think her name should stay.
Good God, Peter, I am trying to make you understand.
I don't understand what the symbols mean.
This is precisely the way the rod sets in. It's the slow knife. Members of this university were recruited to spy for the Soviet Union 10 years ago. Now, members of this university are demanding we lay down our weapons. The only defense we have against the very same foreign power. What happens in 10 years' time? And what happens to the integrity of this college in 10 years? If you share your work on a whim with a girl you've taken a fancy to. And what happens 10 years after that? Cannot survive by making oneself wrong. That is why this university is still here. That is why I am still here. I hope you understand how much I care about your success. It's so common for work to fade into obscurity after it's published. It would be a shame if yours were denied my full-throated support, especially after so many
would. It would, absolutely.
I cannot make your decisions for you. By all means, publish with Clara as a co-author if you're feeling generous, but if you do, you'll have to take your chances. It would be difficult for me to bring to bear any influence I have. By way of illustration, I've been addressing Whitehall.
Thank you.
Afraid I can't tell you much more now, but he's a good man. Cambridge man. And you may find there's one more reason to leave Clara out of things. I'm sure things will become clear soon.
I think you've made things very clear.
Well, let me know what you decide. Just knock any time. My door is always open.
Yeah, really interesting. It's really again, this is something I would expect to see on a very low budget independent movie, but it's nice to see the format presented in a game scenario. Uh-oh.
Smoke. Someone's there.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I mean, if this was like an independent movie, it was available on Netflix or something, or some streaming service, or YouTube, I probably wouldn't give it the time of day. But as a game, it's much more intriguing. Like, as an active activity that you're a part of, a story like this, with characters like this, are more interesting than a passive activity where you're just watching this stuff unfold. Which is why I think the medium of game for a story like this, I think it's well served by this kind of visual novel action format.
No, you can't believe it. Hey! Over here, come back! Hey!
Why are there bones there? Okay, so that was going to happen no matter what. I had no control over that. I don't know why I would do a stupid thing like hang out by the edge anyway. I thought the main character is kind of a moron. I made sure to keep his moron decisions. How I think this character would respond to things versus how I think I would respond to things. Awesome. So there's some graves there. So some people did die. Maybe some radiation got out.
Clara came up with the big idea too. Financially.
What did I say? I respect your decision. I do admire a man who knows his own mind.
Descend via Morse. Secret J. Swartz, U.S. Antarctic Survey, stationed at Norway Station. SOS, landslide collapsed main huts. Use medical training to help Norwegians. 1 man still injured. 2 men dead. Suspected Soviet activity. Old ship behind the mountain of no use. Abandoned. Please send ship. Please help.
Dr. Hamilton. Peter. How do you do? So good to meet you.
How do you do?
Excuse me, I won't be long. Still 3 o'clock, yes? Oh, no need to reschedule. This won't take long. Should be very quick. Right then, please do take a seat. Delighted you could make it to London. I do hope you get the time to enjoy it a little too, considering how busy you've been recently.
Thank you. I'll try to.
Good, do. Anyway, I imagine you're wondering why we asked you here. Well, can't have surprised you that your field of study has been of increasing interest to us, especially since the war.
You're interested in climatology?
Oh, of course. The paper is going very well, I hear.
Well, it is now, thank you.
Oh, yes, your professor, John Hargreaves, passed us a copy. And it's impressive, the amount of information you've managed to gather. Although I imagine the process of gathering it was rather difficult on your limited budget.
You know all about it, it seems.
As I said, we were most impressed and wanted to make you an offer. Reward, even.
Reward?
Well, you've no doubt taken your budget to its limits by now. What would you say if I could guarantee you a practically unlimited budget for further study? Ensure you had the best equipment, like the Americans. Take you right to the heart of things.
The heart of things?
I believe you traced the source of the radiation back to Antarctica, didn't you?
I did.
I'd say that warrants further study on location, wouldn't you?
It does.
I'm glad you agree. We could place you with the Falkland Islands Dependency Survey working in Antarctica, scientist bods. Happy amateurs, very passionate like yourself. Of course, you'd probably have to sort a few things out with the other name we saw on the paper before you go. I hope that wouldn't be too difficult, considering what's on offer.
The other name, Clara, you mean?
Lovely name. Probably for the best she wouldn't be able to go. Oh, not my say-so, I'm afraid. It's run a bit like the army down there. No women allowed.
Whose say-so is this?
I can assure you this is bigger than any one person.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what this is yet.
I see. Well, you signed those papers on your way in earlier, so I'm at liberty to tell you a little more. Things in the Antarctic, they've been a little strained recently. Lots of vested interests, territorial claims overlapping. Some sides wanting to secure the resources under the ground. Now, this kind of thing has been going on for decades, of course.
What kind of thing?
Oh, the Germans were flying over there, dropping swastikas in big circles, before the war, that is. All a bit ridiculous, really. Now, I'm afraid it's the Soviets we've got to contend with. Bit of a royal mess, if you ask me. Still, we're trying to work with them.
That sounds like a wise idea.
It was wise, or so it seemed. It should all be in everyone's interest, you see. Every country signed up to something called the Antarctic Treaty. All a rather clever bit of politicking that happened behind the scenes a few years ago. Set up to ensure that Antarctica is used for strictly peaceful purposes. No weapons are to be used. No one can make any future claims on the land. Now, if it sticks, everyone will be frightfully happy. Every side content that they've staked their claim. No more aggression, let's say.
Sounds sensible.
You'd have thought so. We've managed to placate the Soviets so far. This is all strictly confidential, but the sounds coming from Whitehall are not good. We're rather worried that it might all fall through.
How worried are you?
Worried enough, but there's no immediate cause for alarm. Well, in addition to the climate science you'd be able to do, tracking the radiation in the clouds and so forth, we'd like you to inform us of any other sources of radiation out there, what the readings are. If there are any bombs being set off on the continent, it's important that we know as much as we can about them. We don't know what the Soviets might do next. You'd be using the very best equipment, as I said, useful for your career, useful for us.
This is still climate science, yes?
Absolutely right. The less we're involved, the better, really. But as I say, if you can help us in this small way, it would certainly help that career of yours.
My career's fine. Thank you.
Well, after speaking with a few people, Professor Hargreaves, for example, I'm sure that whatever your academic ambitions, after working on something as important as this, you'd have no trouble progressing.
I gotta say, this system of symbols does not work very good for me remembering what the symbols mean and understanding what the implication of using one decision or another is. I really think words are the most effective form of communication. I understand the symbols also make it more internationally favorable. But it just makes it difficult for me to make the decision which I think I want to make, and I end up picking something that I don't want to pick. So, yes, great in theory, terrible in practice.
And if nothing else, think of the adventure of it. What a reward it would be for all your hard work. What do you think?
All right. I'll consider it.
Please do. Sorry, I've got a meeting in Westminster in 20 minutes. We'll have to cut this short. It's been very good to meet you. Do let me know.
I mean, it's obvious what decision I made.
And if this Clara thing feels like a sticking point, all I can say is sometimes we all have to answer to something greater than ourselves. Why not think of it as an opportunity for you and to do what's right?
What's right?
I'm sure you understand. Women come and go. This is for your country.
Transcript of received message from U.S. Military Attaché, Antarctic Comms. Norwegians aware of emergency. Norwegian Navy sending sister ship for rescue. Keep watch for a scout plane. Landing craft will receive all at 1800 hours. Prepare stretcher for injured man. And transport to landing area. Yeah, I just missed it. I'm going to be out here where some nuclear testing will happen. All because I liked clouds. Yep, that boat's not going to be useful. That's a nice, creepy atmosphere. I really think that they did incredibly well with this story. And like I said, as a movie, I probably wouldn't be as invested, but as a game, I really want to see where this goes. No, it's not like a super sophisticated game. There's very little reaction time you have to worry about, other than understanding, remembering what the symbols mean and picking one in time. The QTEs are nothing to worry about. Even somebody with even a beginning gamer could get through it. So it doesn't try to punish you for not being a gamer. You can be just a very casual gamer and play this, which I think is the problem with a lot of these visual novels, is that or this action visual novel genre, is that they try to punish you for not reacting in time. And the point of this kind of game is to tell a really good story, not to punish you for not reacting in a split second. I think it was the wiser decision to do it this way.
Nothing. No map, nothing.
Was there any gas in the tank? Am I stuck with something that has no gas again? Yes, again, there's nothing I can do about this. This is just part of the story. It's just sort of expressing, his state of mind in a game way. So he's still alive. I'm super far away, though. I mean, the vehicle I had didn't have enough fuel to get there. I don't know how this one could. Yeah, I mean, it's a full tank, but can I even get there? I mean, I've traveled a long ways. And then can I get back here with that fuel? And would I want to come back here or someplace else? Very few places I can go. Gotta head towards that big ass storm. And Avis didn't come here with Clara, so I left her behind. The end, huh? The hell's this?
I mean, what on earth was that all about?
Well, cowboys, of course.
I mean, I might have enjoyed it if I was a 10-year-old boy, but it was just boys and their toys again.
Is that a bad thing?
They're presenting themselves as if they're heroes instead of the land grabbers they actually were.
Oh, I mean, that's true.
Think of it as a bit of harmless escapism, that's all.
I know what you're about to see, that they were just men testing themselves against the world.
You are taking it too seriously.
Fine, I'll stop it now. And another thing, where were all the women? I counted one. She was a cook.
She was a very pretty cook.
Are you serious?
What? She was.
Oh, don't talk to me.
I'm only teasing. I do see what you mean, really.
It's depressing. Just turn the radio on, would you?
Of course. I'm not getting much.
The Prime Minister has urged for calm after news from Washington emerged tonight that the Antarctic Treaty is on the brink of falling through. Neither Britain, the United States, nor Soviet Russia could reach a deal. And, in an increasingly nervous political atmosphere, there is now the risk that there will be no agreement to stop any active aggression in Antarctica. After pinning the blame firmly on what he called Russia's continuing aggression, the Prime Minister warned that the next steps are far from clear, and that in this climate of mistrust, the world needed to stay vigilant. It remains to be seen who will make the next move.
Hey, stop shooting, you mad fool! No, he's hit the engine. You've hit the engine! What have you done? It's you, mate!
Yeah?
Are you out of your mind? Sorry, mate, I thought you were a bloody Russian! Not a bad shot, though. I'm gonna catch us a gull for our tea. You hit the vehicle! The engine's dead! You satisfied with yourself? Never felt better. Took the last of those painkillers and a drop of whiskey sorted me right out. I thought I'd go for a walk. You found whiskey? I had that all along. Save it for special occasions. Birthdays, Christmas. Crashing in the middle of bloody nowhere. Is the radio on? Ah, yeah, had to get away from those beeps. Better out here. Why didn't you just turn it off? Why don't you leave me in peace? Well, let's get you inside. Ah, yeah, good idea. More whiskey. Gave me a scare.
Don't know what was going through my head. That bloody noise on the radio was driving me mad. You know there's a Russian voice that appears on that channel once in a while?
Really?
Yeah, sounded urgent, whatever it was. Same phrase over and over. Oh, Jesus, this leg.
Do you think the Russians are still out here?
Bloody well hope not.
Well, I hope someone's here.
They don't want us here, you know? Why the hell should they save us, eh?
I don't know.
Whatever you found out there, you weren't supposed to see it. If you think some Soviet's going to be happy to see you get out of here alive, you've got another thing coming. And personally, if I saw one out here, I'd make sure he didn't make it home either. Before he did the same to me.
Alpha Romeo Lima, this is Faraday. Faraday Station calling.
Are we glad to hear you?
Hello? We picked up a distress call from this frequency. Can you hear me? Over.
Yes, I can hear you.
You're very faint. Can you tell me your position? Over.
Floyd, what's our position?
82 degrees south, 19 west.
We're at 82 degrees south, 19 west. Hello? Hello, can you tell me what's happening? Why is everywhere deserted? Over.
Hold on. What the hell are they doing?
It's possible that there's been some sort of radiation leak. The Soviets have been broadcasting a warning signal which might have triggered an evacuation. We think that your location is within... I'm sorry, I can't tell you anymore. Don't worry, there's no imminent danger. Can we confirm 82 degrees south, 19 west, correct? Over.
That's right.
We're sending a rescue party out. Hold on tight. Over and out.
Wait, don't go.
Ooh, is it a rescue party, or are they just gonna come over and kill us?
That again. It's too bloody sinister. Turn it off.
The guy's a fucking moron.
Well, ain't that a beauty?
Rescue?
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh, come on, you heard them. They're sending someone out.
Well, I hope so, mate. We're both in line for knighthoods if we make it out, that's for sure.
You still need to sober up.
Your government loves to give out honours to failed Antarctic explorers. Otherwise, the whole endeavour would just look nuts. Shackleton, remember him? Marooned most of his men on an island for a year.
I don't know about that.
Robert Scott, he got the polar medal, didn't even make it home. Heroic failures. Just like us. Hey, how does Sir Peter Hamilton sound? Anyway, that's if we make it out. Have to find us before the food runs out.
Well, I found you again, didn't I?
Yeah. You did, mate. You did. Which reminds me, how did you find the plane again?
Dumb luck.
No, come on, seriously.
Well, no, it was lucky. Spotting the flares that you sent up.
What's that? I never sent up any flares, mate.
Yes, you did. Stop messing around.
No, the flare box was empty. Not been checked in years, my guess. Bloody panicked me for a while.
I saw them with my own eyes. How else do you think I got back to you?
Search me. Why don't you take a look out? You see anything?
It's too hazy. Wait. There it is. That's not far away. So there is someone else over here. Do you think they're friendly?
Chances are no. We're gonna need more food soon.
What are you doing?
This is from World War I. Would you believe?
Why are you playing with that thing?
Here. One bullet left.
Why the hell do I need this?
We know there's something going on. We don't know who that could be out there. All I'm saying is, be on your guard.
I'm not shooting anyone.
Just raise it up when you approach. That's all. Make sure you're the one in charge. If in doubt, make sure you're the one that fires first.
There's only one bullet.
Just the one. You better hope there aren't two of them. So, you gonna wait around here all day then?
I'll be back soon.
More whiskey, mate. I'll be happy as Larry. And
Should just shoot this guy.
so, just keep that gun raised. You'll be fine. Make sure you don't get that knighthood posthumously.
I wonder if we're gonna go back in time again. Am I supposed to investigate? I mean, I would just stay by the plane. I wouldn't go off in the middle of nothing. We're not going to raise our gun this time. Let's see what happens. Yeah, great music cues. I mean, that might be our rescue team. Or not. Who knows?
Oh, of course it's a flagger. Thank God.
Не стреляй! Я друг! Don't shoot! Friend!
Who are you?
Russian! Engineer! Friend!
What are you doing here?
I am getting very cold. You?
Me too.
You are right.
Peter, marvelous to see you. You've come at the right time. England are 37 for 4. Terrible state of affairs. Anyway, you said you wanted to see me
Oh,
about
doing this
something.
again?
Please. Something you wanted to let me know.
There is.
All right. Well, have you come to a decision?
Clara and we're too close now.
Yeah, okay.
I can't take her off.
I must say, I admire you. It takes conviction to stand by a principle like that. As I've always said, your decision.
Well, how does that change anything, though? I still went to the Antarctic.
We'll be fine. Good. You have a friend.
The hell? Hey, what are you doing? Get the hell out!
This man is not in good condition.
Jesus. Peter. What have you done to him?
Maybe I saved his life. For now.
Now? What, till your band of merry men turn up?
We need to leave. Can this plane fly?
What?
Are you the pilot? Can this plane fly?
Peter! Peter, what's going on? Why do you bring this damn Soviet agent in here?
I didn't.
We need to leave.
You can bloody leave. The British are coming for
Coming?
us.
No.
They're coming, all right. Just not for you.
No, nobody is coming.
You can think what you like. We're staying put, and you, my friend, can get the hell out.
I tell you, there's nobody else out there now. We need to move.
Right. Who the hell are you?
What are you doing?
Telling you to piss off. You and however many comrades you have out there.
You do not know what is at stake. You do not know anything. We will die here. We need to...
Hey!
We do not have time for this. Now, can this plane fly?
It doesn't matter. We just need to wait till our guys arrive.
What is it? Is it the engine?
We don't need to fly out.
If it is the engine, maybe I can fix.
How the hell did you get here in the first place? You must already have transport.
He's got a vehicle.
Yeah, I had one. No fuel.
No fuel.
What happened out there?
I don't know.
He's not feeling very well, I think.
Yeah, what's this about a vehicle?
I told you, the vehicle is dead. But you have one. I saw it outside. Will it move?
This man put a bullet through the engine. It's dead.
He likes his weapons too much, I see it. Here. Have it. So, we need to fly or we die here.
I hear. What's going on out there?
It's a radiation leak, is that it? It's been contained, they told us on the radio.
No leak, an explosion. They are dropping a nuclear bomb.
No, you're wrong.
Soon. You have radio? You have heard countdown? Beep, beep, like Sputnik?
Oh, that, I mean, it's all right. They told us it's nothing.
It's just a radiation warning.
It is countdown. We do not have long. You have heard it getting faster, yes?
Peter, it was on that frequency when I switched it off. See if you can get it.
Interesting. Now, do we believe this man?
It is getting faster all the time. The faster it gets, the less time we have. We need to leave.
No, they're coming. They said they'd keep broadcasting, so we knew they were on their way.
And are they?
Peter, turn the dial. Can you hear anything?
Hold on.
What's going on?
There's nothing there.
Christ almighty.
I am engineer. Maybe I could fix the aircraft if you would tell me what is wrong. Do we just need to pull it out of the snow? Is there damage?
No, it's in good shape. I saved the plane, but it's more complicated. Frozen carburetor, that's my guess.
You have a lighter? Something to heat it?
Wait. Here.
Then I can fix.
Can I help?
No, don't worry. If I am careful, it will be enough.
Then we're all right. We're saved.
Maybe we are all safe.
Okay, hold on a minute. Okay.
Jesus! What is happening? Saved by a Soviet!
You think we can trust him now?
What else have we got?
It doesn't matter where he's from. He might be the only man within a 1,000 miles who can fix this aircraft. Lucky you didn't kill him.
Yeah, lucky you couldn't kill him. Yes! Well, what is it now?
You say you land the plane well, but there's hole underneath. In the fuel tank.
No, you said you saved the plane.
Oh, I saved us, didn't I?
Yeah, I did. I can close it up, but that is not the problem. There's no fuel.
Can you check again?
There's nothing.
Oh, Christ. Then it doesn't matter even if we fix the engine.
There would be no point.
You're screwed then.
There's fuel in the vehicle.
Unless, there is fuel in the wing tanks. Maybe?
Not this time. Flying light.
Oh, it's not the same kind of fuel.
As you say, screw.
Yeah. Might as well make use of that lighter. Not your usual brand, I would guess.
No. Thank you.
Seeing as we're all doomed, might as well be mates. Take it you don't have any out there anymore.
Comrades. No.
Why were you alone?
I was following everyone as we evacuated. In the storm, we could not see each other. My vehicle ran out of fuel. I was behind them. They did not see me stop. Maybe they reached the coast before they even realized.
They just left you there.
I was desperate. I prayed for them to come back, but I knew they wouldn't. The snow covered our tracks, and they had their orders. They wanted to survive. They would have been crazy to come back.
I can't believe it.
Well, you have not been so lucky too.
Storm got us both, eh? Well, your English is very good. I take it you're not a spy.
This would be very bad spying. No, I am engineer and a translator too sometimes. I could help translate British and American radio traffic. That makes me think. What were you doing here?
All right. In this new spirit of international cooperation, you might as well know it. I was asked to take this gentleman out to the big British science base down south. He was supposed to be studying there. That right, Peter?
Climate science, the clouds.
Yeah, that's what we told everyone too.
You were doing climate science here as well?
You know, officially. Unofficially, it was a little more than that.
You were studying something else?
We were studying you. I am surprised you did not know. You have been studying us.
No, I was going to study radiation in the clouds.
Climate science, yes. So, maybe it is you who are the spies. Yeah, but it seems you don't know all our secrets just yet.
I saw the mine.
You? You made it that far?
I did.
So, you saw the base where we lived?
It must have been awful there.
No, we packed everything up in the big trucks before they left. You don't think we really live like that? You must have thought we were animals.
No, I didn't think you
Well, who says you're not?
Oh, he's been fun here.
He's getting drunk.
Well, there's not much reason to lay off it now. So what were the rest of you doing out there?
We monitored that mine, checked for leaks, monitored for radiation levels. But we monitored other things too.
Other mines?
Not yet, no.
Then what?
Your bomb tests.
Our bomb tests.
Yours.
No, the British don't test out here. The Antarctic Treaty prevents them.
It should prevent the Americans too. But this does not stop them. Oh, it's interesting what they had told you. Did they tell you to study our bombs?
Well, they did say there might be the possibility.
Yeah, see, I wanted to pick the other one. I had no idea what that meant.
You would really be studying your own?
Are you suggesting they lied to me?
I don't know what they said, but our government, they lied to us.
Well, my government wouldn't.
Yeah, whatever you think, we know British bombs have been getting too close. Shock waves from one caused a landslide, killed 2 men.
The Norwegian base?
Yeah, I believe so. We don't test here, seems you do. And each time your bombs go, they make more places unusable, like the mine.
Are you saying that's a British bomb that's gonna go?
No. This bomb is Russian, and it will be dropped right over the mine.
What? Wait, you destroy your own mine?
Yes, the mine is old, they can leave it. But they want to destroy it, to keep it a secret.
That's insane.
Maybe they think it is better this way.
Better than everyone discovering what they've been up to? Stockpiling uranium, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Surely there'd be some kind of retaliation.
Maybe they think they can just say it is a test.
Hold on a minute.
Bloody risky. British and the Americans would expose it, surely.
What, and risk revealing that they have been breaching the treaty too? They are just as guilty.
It's all just flag waving. Bullshit, I don't care for it. I'm trying to stay clear of that stuff since the war. Still caught up with me.
I also do not care about taking sides. I am tired of their secrets. I just wanted to get home.
Do you know if there's any way out of this?
Oh, I know. There's a plane with a bomb on it, and that is what the countdown means.
And that's it? We're going to die here?
Yes.
Can't believe there's no fuel.
No fuel. And no escape.
We should probably check. He may be lying to us. I mean, he can translate the communications to know who was dying.
He's keeping a stiff upper lip about it.
I do not understand.
Don't worry, a British thing.
I did not think My final cigarette would be British.
Yeah. Might as well go the whole hog. Not like I'm keeping it for later.
Maybe not in your condition. I don't think he can hear me.
When it comes, what do we see? Flash of light? It'll be quick, right?
I hope so. That is disgusting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I wonder where it came from. Bottom of the barrel, maybe. Oh. Ah, he's coming round. Thought you were completely out of it.
You said you wonder where it came from.
What?
Something about barrels.
Ah, yeah, so you did hear us, yes. Yes, mate, I was talking about barrels. Don't worry yourself. Unless you've seen some barrels full of fuel for this aircraft.
I've seen barrels. I've seen...
What's that?
Barrels? What kind? What color do you paint your aircraft fuel barrels?
Red with a white stripe.
Yeah, I've seen them, lots of them.
Where?
The British base, that way.
What, you little beauty? Why didn't you say?
I didn't know. I didn't know they were for aircraft.
How far is the base?
It's not that far, it's walkable.
No, we need one. Someone needs to go.
Two, right?
Yeah, there's only one who can go.
What? No, he's in no fit state.
No, he's fitter than you. You cannot walk.
You could go.
I have to fix the engine. We may already be too late. Come. We need rope.
Hey, where are you going?
We need to pull the aircraft out of snow first. Come.
Do we have the time now?
Do we have the choice now? Come.
You be careful with my baby. Don't mess up her tail.
You count 2, 3. We pull together after.
I'm barricading for you guys.
1.
1.
2.
2.
3.
3. Hey! That's the bloody stuff! Top work! Good job!
Give me that.
What?
We need you sober, you fool!
Hey, that's for my leg, mate. I need that!
You need to show me engine. You, we need fuel now. You know which way to go.
Towards that red light.
There is weather coming in. It can come in very fast. You need to be quick. You can do this. We need you to do this. Please.
I can do it.
We will die if you can't. I need to fix engine. If I finish, I come. But you are on your own now. Please. Go! Go! Come on. Up.
That was really interesting. Oh no, we're going to the past again. And we're almost at the conclusion, and we're taking a break. The pacing's really weird. This is one of the things that you wouldn't do in a film. You once you get your audience ramped up for the conclusion, you don't want to have them stray far.
I have to go.
You promised. You lied. Get away from me.
Clara, wait.
Not now.
Clara, come back.
It could have been so good, Peter.
Well, wait, it is good. It's getting published.
I'm not talking about the bloody paper, Peter. Christ. Us.
Well, we are good, aren't we?
Well, you might be, but I'm not sure I know what's going through your mind anymore. After everything we've done, after you promise you that.
Promise you that? What? Clara!
Don't you worry about me, Peter. I'll be fine. Going to see your professor, were you? Oh, more fool me.
I did go.
I should have known you'd always back your little boys club over me. You had no intention of telling him how much I've done.
No, I told him.
Word gets out, Peter. I didn't think it at the start, but you're just like the rest of them. You, of all people. Still, that's my fault, I suppose.
Fault? No, nobody's at fault.
I thought you were different. Not introducing yourself as Doctor this or Doctor that when we met.
Wait, no, I introduced myself as Dr. Hamilton, but that doesn't matter.
Did you? Oh, and I suppose you didn't run away from my lecture that time. Didn't go on that march together. You don't take one sugar in your bloody tea.
That's because it's weird. Don't put sugar in your tea. What the hell's wrong with you, girl?
It's like when we were talking about living in that red house by the sea. What was so frightening about that? Why the big panic?
It was a blue house.
I didn't panic. We had a discussion.
I don't remember one.
Wait, no, you're the one who's wrong. It was the blue house, not the red one.
Your memory, Peter! Are you even thinking straight?
Yes.
I mean, I said
I know
her name had to be there.
Perhaps you were miles away again. Are you even here now?
Yes. Here, yes, absolutely.
Peter! Were you ever here?
I'm here now! I'm here.
I'm not gonna be fooled by this any longer. Do you actually believe yourself?
I don't know.
You betrayed me. I'm not forgiving that. I can bloody well promise you that.
I don't understand. My choices were to keep her on the paper. So how did that not end up happening? I didn't have a choice. I had to go to the Antarctic. Yeah, see, so maybe your choices really don't matter in the game. It's just a little bit of dialogue that's different here and there. Which is a real shame.
Peter, marvelous to see you. You've come at the right time. England are 37 for 4. Terrible state of affairs. Anyway, you said you wanted to see me about something, please. Something you wanted to let me know.
Clara did half the work.
Yeah, that's what I said.
She's owed the credit for it.
What for? You nearly made it.
Oh, nearly made it. I was so close.
We can do this together.
Teamwork.
It is better with us both. Take that side. And push. Push. Stay straight. Stay straight.
Straight. And true. Straight and true.
Come. Together, come. There is no time. Please. You must get up.
God, I'm such a pathetic character. It's so funny.
Go, go, go.
All right, here goes nothing. Ready to go get that knighthood?
Go, go, go.
Here we go.
Oh, am I gonna leap out? Am I suffering from some sort of disease? Man, there's really something wrong with me.
Well, it could be ours, though. This beautiful thing. If you wanted it to be.
Come here.
I suppose since I'm injured, I having problems processing things. I guess that's the representation.
Oh, I knew it wouldn't last.
What?
The rain. Want to go back?
Let's go.
Okay, follow me.
This isn't the way back, is it?
I know another way around. Don't worry. We'll get less wet.
Wait!
Exciting, isn't it?
Yes!
But we still broke up. So again, I'm not sure how your choices change anything. It doesn't seem like they do. Yeah, interesting ending. I mean, this is very typical of a European story to be, a little open-ended in the end. Not too clear. I think Americans have a hard time with a story like this because it has to be very straightforward at the end. There has to be an absolute ending where everything's all wrapped up. Generally Americans don't like it when it's a little bit more up to interpretation. And so we are here. We made some choices in the game, but it doesn't seem like those choices actually reflected in the story that was presented to us. We still have, we still broke up with Clara, even though we were sticking behind her. As we got to the end with all the choices that we were making, about the promises and everything, none of those really mattered either. Because the story had one way to go, it seems. So unfortunately, I do have to give it, some points down for not respecting the choices that you made in the game. Some points down too for the dialogue system, because I don't think the symbols work that well I think it's okay to have the symbols, but then also have the descriptive text underneath it, just to help the player along, because maybe I'm going to play this in one session, maybe I'm going to play it in 12 sessions, and I may not be able to remember everything, and I don't want to be punished for obscure symbolism. I want to be rewarded for making the choices that I want. So those are two things that I would change, certainly, if I was to be producing something like this. But everything else I think is really good. I think the voice acting is good. A little weird about the frames of animation. That was a little wonky. Soundtrack's really good. And again, I personally really enjoy this art style, this flat shaded art style. I think it's a good look to it. It is one of these things which of course we steered away from it. And there are not too many artists out there, not too many game creators that will go for this look. But I personally find it very fascinating. I think it's a good mix between the more esoteric comedy or cartoony look, while still giving you that sense of realism. And usually you do this kind of art style in order for you to have a certain level of performance. Maybe to make it 60 frames or 120 frames. Unfortunately it still, we weren't really able to accomplish that in this version either. There were times where it was running at a smooth 60 frames, but they were like seconds at a time. The majority of the game really had a hard time with the engine. It was really choking underneath it. But I would still say that it's worth playing regardless of the technology behind it. Sometimes the story can be good enough to overcome that, and I think this is the case here. The story is good enough to overcome its technology shortfalls, some of the gameplay shortfalls. Still good enough to play, and I think a lot of people will like the narrative here. Maybe they won't like the ending if you're American, but if you're not American, then this ending I think is okay. Yeah, let's see. I don't know if there's anything at the end. We'll see. Yep, yeah, that was it. That was it. So yeah, I'm happy to play it. I hope hopefully all of you out there enjoyed it as well. Again, it's at a low price. It's less than $12 to pick it up if you want to pick it up for yourself and maybe make some other choices. Maybe they'll make a difference. Maybe they won't. It doesn't seem like they do, so just bear that in mind. I don't want people to be disappointed knowing that their choices aren't respected. And if you're okay with that, then check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.